Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Okay, I have a big... That's my thumbnail. I have a big surprise for you guys today. A big, huge surprise for you. Okay, so let me tell you a little story, all right? So I have this little dog. He's right here. His name is Boo Radley. Little Boo Radley. He's the sweetest dog in the entire world. And in July, he's going to be 15 years old. Oh my gosh. Did you know, I read this online, that if you say to your dog multiple times a day, I love you, that they know the sound of that and like how the ups and downs, like if you say, I love you, like that sounds so good, it makes their heart race a little bit. By the way, for those of you that follow my Instagram, did you see that yesterday? I put up this reshared this thing of the squirrel and she wakes up and she's scared. And squirrels are known that when they like get startled or scared, they like hold their heart like when they stand up, and it shows it, and they're so sweet. I am so obsessed with rescue animals and squirrels and all that stuff right now. So little Boo Radley, who is, oh, he's stretching out right now. He is going on 15 years old. Okay, so Boo Radley used to lay on that pillow over there while I would film my videos up here. But he's been very antsy lately. He's been very antsy. And so when I'm filming my videos, he like jumps down, walks around the room, jumps back up, blah, 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 whatever. And so I've been taking his purple bed and I put it out in the hallway. And then he just sleeps out in the hallway like while I am filming my videos. And then between each video, he comes in and walks around. Boo Radley's favorite thing to do is in our bathroom, I would have the bathroom door open and I would show you, but the sunlight has now moved because it is currently 3:48 p.m. But between about the hours of like 10 and I would say about 2:30, we have a skylight in our bathroom. I've shown it in other videos in there, and we have a skylight, and so the sun comes straight through under the floor. Now, Pee-Pee, our Chihuahua, he liked to lay on the floor underneath the sun, okay? Tucker, he would go in there sometimes, but he couldn't really be bothered. But Pee-Pee would like lay on the floor, okay? And sometimes I put like the blanket in there, or I put a blanket in there, or I would move like the bath mat so that he could lay in the bath mat. Boo Radley likes to just stand in the sunshine, okay? He just loves to stand in the sunlight of the spirit, okay? He is so cute. He keeps on putting his head back here looking at you guys. Here, I'm going to show you really quick, okay? Isn't he so cute? He's so cute. So anyway, recently, okay, like I said, when I film videos, because he jumps down, up and down so much that, I'm like, okay, well, I'm filming a video or two. I'll just, like, let him sleep out in the hall, and then I open the door, and then while I'm, like, uploading the video, he, like, walks around. I take him outside. I take him outside between every video, don't I, Boo Radley? He said, yes, we go outside. He does his potties, and he gets treats and stuff like that between every video. But at the end, okay, when I'm done filming videos, I go and I pick up the bed out in the hallway, and he looks at me. He, like, looks up at me. He's like, Dad, what are you going to do? And I pick him up. If you'll let me do this, it'll be so funny because it's so cute. Because I wanted this on video to keep, okay? He lets me pick him up in the whole video, like, or in the whole bed like this. Okay, he is, you want out, buddy? You want to say hi to everybody? You do? You want to say hi to everybody? He said, I want to say hi to everybody. He said, hi, everybody. We haven't done a Boo Radley dedicated video in a while, have we? Are you having a good day? You want to say hello to everybody? He said, I'm almost 15. You're almost 15 years old. And what's your favorite things to do? Well, I like to nap. And I like to run outside. Who's your favorite neighbor? Mrs. He calls her Mrs. Yeah, Mrs. is your favorite neighbor? Why is she your favorite neighbor? Because she's so nice to me. She lets me walk around her garden and smell the flowers. You like Mrs., don't you? Mm-hmm. And you like to play with the dogs, sometimes out back. But sometimes they play a little rough. He said, yeah, Dad, sometimes they play a little bit of rough. He said, so I can't handle it. So let me just tell you, okay? You know, people send me stuff all the time. I do PO unboxings over here. Lucy sent me this bed about a year ago, okay? This bed right here. And she also sent this purple fuzzy blanket, okay? So when we first got this bed, Boo Radley could not be bothered with it, okay? He, like, slept in it, like, 2 or 3 nights, and then he was kind of done with it. Bless you. His allergies are bad. And so he slept in it, like, 2 or 3 nights, and then he was kind of done with it. He couldn't be bothered with it anymore, okay? This little bed right here. Now, for, like, the last, I'd say, 4 to 6 months, he will not sleep anywhere other than the bed. And the bed cannot be down here at the end of the bed. It has to be up here. Okay, well, he might go in it like, you know, if he's just like hanging out in bed during the day. But at night when he sleeps, the bed has to be up here between Alex and I, okay? And the other thing is that this purple blanket, this fuzzy purple blanket, at first, oh, he just went in his bed. Did you just go into your bed, little Boo Radley? Do you want your blanket? Okay. At first, you have to kind of like drape it over him. At first, he didn't like the blanket. Now, he will not sleep in the bed unless the blanket is in the bed with him, okay? Like let me move him over here since the video is about you, Boo Radley. You want to turn around so everybody can see you in your bed? It's like his little car. Here. No, I don't want you to get up. You don't have to get up, sweetie. Oh, he's trying to go over to the pillow. Okay, he'll get back in the bed. He loves his little bed so much. Oh, there he goes. He's getting back in the bed. Okay, so at first, he didn't want the blanket at all, okay? And so then I started putting the blanket in there because I thought maybe he'd get cold. We sleep with a fan every night, right? So I started putting the blanket in there. He kind of likes it draped over the side like this, okay? But then what's so cute is during the middle of the night, he like ruffles it up and then he makes it into a pillow. He loves it so much, all right? The other night, I talked about this in my vlog, I came up and underneath here, you can see how it's like, it goes like the bed, the rim of the bed goes like this. So he tucks himself into the corner of the bed, right? And then I came up here and I was like, I had my phone out and I was like shining on the bed to say, I love you, I love you, good night, Boo, and all this kind of stuff, right? And I couldn't find him in the bed and he was so tucked tightly across the bed, weren't you? He said, I'm a good boy. We say lots of those things to him because I've been reading these articles that if you say a lot of these things to your pets, like, I love you and you're a good boy. I always say to him, these are the things I say to him every single night. I say, I love you several times, and his dad does to him too. His dad says it to him every morning before he leaves. He takes him downstairs, takes him outside, gives him his medicine, and then he brings him back up into bed, puts him in the bed, and he tells him how much he loves him. And then we tell him every night, we say, you're a good boy. You're the best boy, the best dog, the best brother, the best neighbor, the best son, and the best friend in the entire world. And the best dog, of course, too. We always say that to him. And I think, you know, in recovery, we have a thing called home groups, right? And home groups are like your meeting that you make a commitment to that you're going to go to on a regular basis. And it's like you pick a home group and you say, okay, this is the meeting that this is going to be my home base. Like I'm going to make a commitment to it. I'm going to do service commitments here and things like that, right? And everybody typically thinks that their home group is the best home group in the entire world, right? They always think, oh my God, my home group's the best home group. And, you know, years ago, I mean, I would always, like, you know, be at a meeting and somebody would say, what home group is yours? And I'd be like, oh, blah, blah, it's like the best home group. And they'd be like, oh, my home group's the best. And nobody really takes offense to that. And I had a friend of mine, like, early in sobriety say to me, if somebody doesn't think that their home group is the best home group, then they shouldn't be going to it, right? Don't you think we live in a world where everybody's pet can be the best pet, you know? Your cat, your lemur, your emu, your fish, your squirrel, your dog, whatever. Don't you think everybody should think that theirs is the best? I do, you know? And, you know, I went through this thing when Pee-Pee was sick that I really learned to appreciate, like, each and every single day. Pee-Pee, our dog, Chihuahua that we had, he had heart disease, and then the medicine that he was on, it caused him to have kidney failure, and so he lived to be just a little bit short of 14 years. And I can remember when he got diagnosed with heart disease, like, I immediately thought, like, oh my God, like, he's going to be gone tomorrow. And that wasn't the case. In fact, he lived a lot longer than the vet ever thought that he would. She was like, she had told us 1.5 years. And later she said, I never thought that he would make it past 6 months. I was just trying to give you guys hope. And he made it like a year. Well, I think it was a little bit over a year. It was like 1 year and 2 months. And she was like, we're like amazed every time he comes in here, you know? Tucker, our dog, so I really learned in that moment to really, like, live in the present and enjoy each and every moment and just lay on the bed with Pee-Pee and, you know, talk to him. No phone, no TV, just lay on the bed and talk to the dogs and hang out with the dogs and let them sniff the grass as much as they want to. Take them out as many times a day. Let them stand in the bathroom or sit in the bathroom in the sunshine. Let them just enjoy their days, you know? And so when Tucker passed away, because Tucker went very, very fast, and he had something on behind his spleen. That was his brother. And Tucker and Boo Radley were litter mates. And they never spent a night apart. Tucker's entire life, they never once spent an entire night apart. Oh, see, This is what he does. I have to show you guys this. So he tucks his head underneath the blanket. Do you see? Isn't that so sweet? Hi, little mouse. Aww. You gonna have a little nap? I have all these different names for him, and so does Alex. And one of my names is Little Mouse. Call him Little Horse and Little Mouse. Pee-Pee was Little Horse too, so Alex usually calls him Little Horse, and I call him Little Mouse. So anyway, but when Tucker passed away, we decided, people ask us all the time, they're like, are you going to get another dog, and things like that. My husband is not entirely sure how he feels about getting another dog. The emotional distress that he went through with losing Pee-Pee and Tucker, like, he's not entirely sure that having a dog is worth the emotional pain that you go through. But he's made it very, very clear I can have as many dogs as I want. But we made a very concerted effort that when Tucker passed away, that we were going to be the best dad dogs, or best dog dads that we could be to Boo Radley, and make every single one of his days as enjoyable as possible, and just, you know, we have an entire pantry full of like 10 of his different kinds of food, 10 of his different kinds of treats. The dog goes out like 100 times a day. He takes naps. I'm thinking about actually getting him another one of these beds. We have a big one of these downstairs that all the dogs had, but he doesn't like the bigger one. He really likes the smaller one because I think he feels safer in smaller places. And so I'm thinking about getting another one and putting it downstairs. So when we're downstairs watching TV and stuff like that, because sometimes he'll come up here and just to get in the bed and get in this bed. He loves this bed so much. And, you know, it's interesting because, you know, people send me stuff all the time, and I don't think people really, and I really appreciate it. And I always say, you don't have to send me anything. I just appreciate you guys watching my videos. But, you know, on that day that Lucy sent me this bed, like, I didn't really, to be honest with you, like, I thought it was a really nice gift, but I didn't in any way have any idea how much this bed would change our life. Like, I mean, it has really greatly improved Boo Radley's quality of living, and it's like such a laughter at night because we have it right in between us. And like, I have one arm on it, Alex has his other arm on it, and Boo Radley's in the middle of it, you know, and we just love our little family so much. And I'm so grateful. I think having lost 2 dogs, one of the things that it taught me was, you know, I remember when Pee-Pee got diagnosed with heart disease, and I said something to the vet about how long does he have, and that was when she said, like, I think like a year and a half. We'll just have to see how things go. And I started bawling, and she said, Peter, you know that dogs don't live forever. And she was very sweet to me, but I said, you could, and we love our vet. Our vet is fantastic. And I said, you could tell me that he'd live to be 45 and I would still be a mess, right? Like I say to Alex all the time, like, Boo Radley's going to be the oldest living dog on the face of the earth. And the reality is he probably won't. But for today, I get to enjoy this. I mean, and this is sweetness that, like, you know, when I look at stuff on Instagram of like Thumbelina the squirrel and, you know, Marvis Big Teeths, you know, and things like that, and these dogs that make me, and these dogs and squirrels that make me so happy. And then I have this little guy right here, and he brings me so much happiness. So he wanted to do a little surprise video today and show you guys his bed that he's so proud of. So anyway, I love you guys so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.